My first reaction was I just didn't want to lose out on anything. You know, I didn't want to lose any money.
According to food truck vendor Matt Salgado, like real estate, the first rule in the restaurant business is location, location, location. But when your restaurant is on four wheels, your location could be anywhere, even right in front of an already existing restaurant. And now the city, as well as downtown eateries, want to change that.
It's a good way for everybody to coexist together.
Toledo Mayor D. Michael Collins recently introduced legislation that would restrict operations of food trucks in downtown, creating zones where the trucks can operate and forcing vendors to apply for permits and insurance that could potentially cost them thousands.
Brick and mortar restaurants pay property taxes and special assessments where the mobile food vendors do not.
Assistant Chief of Staff to the Mayor, Joe Mazer, says food trucks currently have the upper hand, throwing the ability to park next to a standing restaurant, and that competition gets seriously lopsided.
This will level the playing field for businesses.
No one's swinging arrows. What we're saying is this is, again, a phenomenon all around the country. How do you balance it appropriately in downtown Toledo?
Joe Napoli is president of the Toledo Mud Hens and Walleye, what he calls the two biggest food vendors in Toledo. He says he's all for food trucks, but their presence could seriously affect profits for restaurants centered around the district's most prime real estate.
So from that perspective, we are really very sensitive about the perimeter of the two facilities.
They want to move us around a little bit, but keep it realistic. I think it's a fine thing. I'm not going to park in front of somebody's restaurant and say, okay, if you're better than me, then let's see. You know, it's not one of those things.
Salgado says he understands the restaurant's needs to protect their business. He just wants to make sure he gets his piece of the proverbial pie. In Toledo, Nick McGill, NBC 24.